Hey everyone, it's Broadway.com. We are live at 5. It is Wednesday, September 5th. Sorry, I lost my mind there. I'm Paul Wontorek.
And I'm Riley Gilbert.
And hey, over there is Caitlin Moynihan.
Hello.
In her new lighting.
Look at
And
that.
oh my God, we have somebody we really like here as a guest.
Yes.
Who is here?
Anna Villafañe.
Yes.
Who we adore.
She's in Collective Rage, a play in
Yes.
5 Betties. Has a much longer title, but that's what we're calling it. We're going to talk to her, but first, today's top 5.
You'll be finding your squip on Broadway.
That's right. This is very not chill news. Be More Chill is coming to Broadway. It's making the Broadway transfer in 2019. It's headed to the Lyceum Theater, currently the home of the play that goes wrong, which will be closing in January, but it's going on tour, so don't mourn it. Previews of Be More
You can
Chill.
still mourn it
You
if
can
you
still
want.
mourn
I'm
it,
sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
still have a chance to see it. Everyone is freaking out about Be More Chill. It is currently playing at the Pershing Square Signature Center. It will open on Broadway, begin previews on February 13th. It'll officially open on March 10th. Of course, this is the musical from Joe Trace and Joe Iconis. It's based off of the book by the same
Let's
name.
sort of set up, though. This is a real, this is a show that was done in New Jersey
Yes.
at Two Rivers Theater, and they made an album of it.
Which became huge.
And it sort of
Yeah.
it built a big fan base based on the album,
Yep,
and then they were like,
absolutely.
"We're going to do a production of it," and they've been doing it off Broadway, and everybody's loving it.
Sold
and,
out.
and now
Yeah.
it's going to Broadway.
Yeah,
the big leagues.
headed to Broadway. Big leagues is right.
It's about high school.
It is. It takes place in high school. There's a pill that
There's a thing called
It's like a
Yeah.
robot.
There- and
Yeah,
that makes
squip.
a squip.
It's like Jeremy's a nerdy guy. He likes a girl, and then somebody tells him to take a pill, and
Makes
it
him
becomes
cool,
it goes
right?
in your brain, and it tells you what to do.
But then is he weird to his friends that were his friends before he took the pill? You know,
Issues.
that high school drama. Stephen Brackett will return as director. Chase Brock will return as choreographer. And Emily Marshall will return as musical director. Of course, the off-Broadway cast includes Will Rowland from Dear Evan Hansen, Jason Tam, and George Salazar. I would assume all of them are coming as well. They're beloved down there.
Hey,
so.
let their agents work
Yes,
out their
but you know,
contracts.
work it out that deal. Yes, but very exciting news.
Congratulations, everyone.
Yeah.
Yay. And one of our favorite weatherman is joining the diner.
Now, this is news I bet you didn't expect
No.
to find out today.
No,
As a big
I
Waitress
was
fan.
I was texting another person at Broadway Across America today about this news.
Well, because the Waitress news we were supposed to be rejoicing in today, there's a new Jenna.
yes, there's Nicolette Robinson.
And we have amazing photos from her opening night party. But we actually woke up and saw the photos and found out Al Roker is taking, what's his name, Joe?
Old Joe.
Yes,
Wise old Joe, who makes me cry.
he does.
Last time I
Yes.
saw it,
It's
he
a-
got to me.
It's a beautiful.
Al Roker is a weatherman and a personality on the Today Show, and we all know and love Al Roker.
Yeah.
He will start October 5th and do it 6 shows a week through November 11th.
It's a nice
He
long
won't do
run.
Saturday or Sunday matinees.
Well, he's a busy man.
He likes to sleep in.
Yeah, well, of course, that's his only days too.
This is his first real Broadway gig. He was in the play What I Wrote, which was
Yes.
a play where they had a lot of guest stars.
Right.
When most of you were in grade school. Anyway, it's fantastic. What a fun, random piece of news.
He's beloved. He's
I
great.
love it. And we found out who's going to be taking Belmont Avenue across the country.
Yes, 10 cast members that were in the Bronx
Oh, wow.
in a Bronx Tale
Oh,
on
wow.
Broadway are now going out on the road, including Richard H. Blake and Joe Barbara. They are reprising their roles as Lorenzo and Sonny, and they will be joined by Joey Barrero, who played Jack Kelly in the national tour of Disney's Newsies, and he's wonderful. I saw him. He's absolutely fantastic. He will be playing Calogero, and it will, of course, it is directed by Jerry Zaks and Robert De Niro. Remember Robert
That's
De
a real
Niro?
thing. He
yeah,
actually
he
did- yeah,
actually
he's
did
actually
do it.
involved in
He
the
didn't
show.
just like tack on his name. No, he did work. Music by Alan Menken and Glenn Slater. Amazing choreography by Sergio Trujillo. It will kick off Rochester, New York, October. Anna Villafañe is very excited about Sergio
Sergio
Trujillo.
Trujillo,
Yeah, of
hello.
course. It kicks off October 14th in Rochester, New York, going all over the country. Very exciting that they get to keep the Bronx Tale family
People
together.
on the road are going to love this show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a really fun
Absolutely.
show.
Yeah.
And Broadway theaters are going to be honoring a Tony-winning actress tonight.
Yeah, so we lost Carol Shelley at the age of 79 on August 31st. Of course, she is a legendary Broadway
Absolutely.
actress with a huge
Yeah.
resume, but also the first Madame Marble, which a
Yes.
lot of our
Which,
younger
yeah.
viewers will know her as Madame Marble. So when are they dimming the lights? On September
Tonight.
Tonight. Yeah.
Tonight.
In like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
At 6:45 for 1 minute, she earned a Tony Award for The Elephant Man. And well, she was also a Pigeon Sister, right? And anyway, there's so
Yeah.
many credits.
Yeah, she
Like,
did
look at
so
her
much.
IMDb page, and you'll just like your head will explode at how much
Yeah.
she did. She was fantastic and a lovely lady. And so it's the theaters. Which theaters? It's the Gershwin, the Walter Kerr, the Schoenfeld, and the Imperial theaters will all dim.
And some of the Broadway's biggest names are getting together to honor a friend.
Yeah, you knew if they were going to honor Terrence McNally, who will be celebrating his 80th birthday on November 3rd. They got all the heavy hitters.
Yep.
Nathan Lane, Cheetah Rivera, Michael Urie, Christine Baranski will all be paying tribute to Terrence McNally. This will be happening. It'll be a special event directed by Jeff Kaufman, happening at the 92nd Street Y on October 21st at 7:30. They're going to do a screening of his bio documentary, Every Act of Life, which
Oh, I
is
heard that's good.
incredible.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen
it's
it.
so good. And then they will perform some scenes from some of his legendary work. They'll perform some songs. Christy Altomar of Anastasia will be journeying to the past during that event as well. And yeah, they'll just
I've
be
always wanted to hear her
celebrating-
sing that song.
I know. I was gonna say it's a rare happening, but yeah, no. And happy early birthday to Terrence McNally. I'm sure it's going to be a huge event.
I just watched
None
a
of us will
Terrence
be able to go.
McNally movie the other night. One of
Which
my
one?
favorites. I have a favorite, but it's not like the one it's not like the big one.
Okay.
Frankie and Johnny.
Frankie and Johnny.
Based on Frankie and Johnny and the
Yeah.
Claire de Lune, but the movie's very
That's
different, and Terrence wrote the screenplay.
Right,
So I
right.
hope there's a
I-
scene from Frankie and Johnny
You heard it here. Yes.
on the big night, throwing it out there.
Thank you so much, Paul, for
Thank
letting
you.
me
Thank you
chat
for
the
being
news
here.
with you. Yeah.
Hey, Caitlin, why don't you tell us more about today's guest?
Sure thing, guys. We have Anna Villafañe in the studio with us today. She is currently starring in Collective Rage, a play in 5 Betties off Broadway at the Lucille Lortel Theater, and that officially opens on September 12th. She's been on Broadway and On Your Feet, and she appeared in the Kennedy Center production of In the Heights. She also recently inked a talent deal with ABC Studios and ABC, so we're going to be seeing a lot of her soon. Be sure to follow her on social media at Anna Villafañe Official, and leave all your questions for her in the comments down below. Everyone, please welcome Paul and Anna.
What's up, Anna?
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, just great.
Are you?
Yeah, actually.
You're in the middle of preview period. For
I
a
am. I
new-
had just
an-
left rehearsal at the theater to then go back to the theater for a preview tonight.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
you know,
how's
we're
it-
doing the whole working thing.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah?
It's a great group of people. The energy is very electric, and it's really fun to be working on such a new and like edgy piece. It's really cool.
I know. I can't wait to see it. It
Yeah.
sounds
Oh,
super
you will like
edgy.
not even understand what I'm doing up there. Like you're just gonna be like,
Really?
who is that girl? Yeah.
What
That's
a
what really
teaser.
drew me to it is that obviously New York audiences know me as one specific thing so specifically. And
Estefan.
yeah, that thing.
That
thing. That thing. Anyway, yes. So it was very exciting. Bernie Telsey and the whole team at MCC, they were just like, yes, you should really do
Yeah.
this. And so if Bernie says I should do it, I should probably do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I'm excited, and it's a great, it's a very cool new work.
Yeah, so Jen Silverman wrote
Jen
it.
Silverman, she's a beast. She
Is-
was there.
she's
She was at
beast.
rehearsal today. She's doing like 6 different things at the same time. So
Oh,
she's
really?
always jetting back and forth. So we never really know when she's going to be
So what, in
around. She's like a
London?
unicorn.
Is she a Brit?
No, she was. I don't remember the
I don't
first
know who she-
place.
I don't know her.
Oh my
What?
God, she's this like brilliant playwright. I mean, she's just so specific. Like everything she writes has such a rhythm, has such a very specific point of view that I think is very fresh and refreshing to see on stage. And it's just smart. It's just smart writing. So and to come from a woman who's just such a badass, like it's really really cool. So it's
So
been
the
great.
play is what it is. The title is correct. It's 5 Betties.
Yes,
You
so
play
it's-
somebody named Betty.
I play somebody named Betty.
and there's
It's
4
5
other
of us.
Bettys.
Correct.
Amazing actresses.
It's yeah, I'm learning every single day from these people. It's amazing. Like
Who
Adina
are you most
Verson.
excited to work with out of that group? I don't want to put a favorite.
Oh my
but-
God. Well, my mom like can't get it together that I'm starring a play with Dana Delaney.
Dana
like,
Delaney,
obviously,
right.
like
I
she's just
know.
like, oh my God, she like totally fangirled when she
China
came to.
Beats?
Yeah, exactly. But like I've never worked with Leah Delaria, and
Leah
that's very
Delaria.
exciting. We have a lot of friends in common, and so that was
Yeah.
really cool. And then Adina, Indecent was on Broadway at the same time as On Your
Right.
Feet, so I never got to see it, but everyone always spoke about it. And so so that's been really fun too, is getting to know Adina. And then Shantae's from LA, and she's actually never acted before, so she's a stand-up comedian.
Wow.
And like from like the Wayans family, you know. And so then
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
amazing.
Oh, it's crazy. It's like all like royalty in different
Oh,
ways.
my.
And then I'm here like, okay, cool.
What a cool group.
Yeah, so I'm learning. It's fun.
So, what is your Betty? What is your Betty like?
Oh, Betty 3. She kind of,
3.
first of all, she has a lot of energy, and she kind of drives the action of the show.
Okay.
Because she discovers a little something called the theater and convinces these other 4 Bettys who have nothing to do with theater to do a play that she's directing, writing, and starring in.
Oh, so you're rallying the troops.
Yeah, I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda in my head. There's actually a moment where I've put the like Hamilton pose like from like the poster, because I say like in my character, which is like a completely different accent or whatever, but I say how I want to direct and write and star in a play, and I'm going to cast my friends in it, and so I do the Hamilton pose.
I love it. I love that you worked
It's
on
like
it.
my own little deep cut.
Speaking of Lin-Manuel Miranda, oh my God, you were in The Heights.
I was.
That was so good. in
Oh,
DC
thank you.
Kennedy
It was
Center.
so fun. I had never done the show. I had never seen the show. So I learned the show. I'm like the one
Right.
Hispanic.
You knew the
per-
music.
I knew the music,
Yeah.
of course, and I was obsessed with it. But I had never seen the show, so I was learning the show by doing it, which was beautiful and gave me kind of like a spontaneity with it, and allowed me to create my own Nina, not based on, you know, the incredible Ninas that have gone before me. Of course, Mandy Gonzalez being queen, and then everything else that happened after. So it's like, so it's really cool to have done that, because that's definitely been a dream role. So
You were
I got
incredible.
to. Oh,
You were
thank
incredible.
you.
And it was
Thank
exciting
you.
because I went the night Lynn was there.
Oh my
And
God.
everyone with the audience
That's
went
right.
I thought the president walked in. But it was
I
I mean,
mean-
like a different president.
Yeah, I was
But,
gonna
like,
say,
people loved
you
it.
had
Was
to
like
compare.
But it was amazing to watch that.
Lynn for president. How about
Yeah,
that?
Lynn for president. I mean, that could happen. That could happen.
It could. Anything could happen.
So, not singing, you're doing a play. That's always exciting
I
when actors get the
know.
opportunity to sort of show.
Yeah, especially at my age, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to like sink my teeth into something that just doesn't really happen usually. And
Yeah.
so to go from this like splashy Jerry Mitchell musical that ended up being this like great success that I'm so like proud of, and like it's happening all over the world.
Yeah.
I've seen like 8 different people play Gloria. I've
Wow.
seen it in Dutch, which
Really?
literally like
Oh,
I
you
didn't
saw-
know what. Oh yeah, I saw
Wow.
it 3 times over there to see each girl, because like, you know, and to like support. Oh my God, no, trust.
Wait,
It has
you
been-
saw it? You went over there and saw it 3 times? Wow.
I saw 2 Dutch Emilios and 3 Dutch Glorias.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is it like for you to watch it? 'Cause you were such a part
Amazing.
of the creation of it.
Well, I think that's why it's such a beautiful thing. Like, it's really cool to see something live on, and like when like. I remember being in that studio, figuring out with Sergio, with Jerry, with everybody, like what the lines were going to be, what the choreography was going to be, and having a say in that, and then to see all these people give their interpretations. I always, from day one, I was always like, you know, this isn't about me. It was very much about her, who literally, like, we have like.
Do you still text? Chloe?
We were texting when I got here. 'Cause
You were- what? What's
we have
going
to
on
talk
with her?
tomorrow. I know.
Did she just
She's
have her
great.
anniversary?
She just had
Did they just have their
their
anniversary?
40th anniversary. Their
Yes.
party is on Saturday in Miami. I can't go.
Okay.
And then and she just had her birthday, and it was also Naib's birthday, which is the day after. Anyway, I know way too much about this, but
Oh, I love that.
That looks
if
good.
anyone ever needs any information on Gloria Estefan, I got you.
That's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And of course, On Your Feet is still on the road.
It is.
Yeah.
It's still on the. I think they're in Vegas now. It's a never-ending thing, and it's beautiful. And then it's going to London next year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you did just get. Sorry, I got really excited. You got a TV deal. What does that
I
mean? What
did.
does that mean when we hear the actor signed like a development deal?
Yes. So
It reminds me of like like Joan Crawford.
Yeah, it's very
I
old
want a development
school.
deal. Paramount. MGM.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
very surreal because of that. Because it's not really like the norm nowadays.
Yeah.
Like you like get a dream job and like you run with it. You know, I know that all too well. We were just talking about it, but it's very cool. I feel like I've found a home with ABC. It's these like incredible women who want to see these different stories, and especially women of color kind of telling these stories. So so I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun year. It's all starting now. So like sending me scripts and they're
So what does
buying
that mean?
different
That means
scripts.
like for this year's like pilot season and all of that.
Right. So
you'll
it's
be-
basically coming up with ABC is coming up with the show for me.
They're working on
It's
yeah.
like,
They're like working
It's
and
very
figuring out-
casual,
figuring out
very
what to-
casual.
I'm
What is
so
it?
into
Wednesday?
this.
It's just a very light Wednesday conversation.
I'm so into it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look at that. You got
Thank
a lot
you.
of things going on.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. It's cool.
Yeah.
Ollie's got to eat, man. Last time I was here, I had Ollie, and we all know he is like the love of my life. Like Ollie
Yeah,
is
how is he?
gluten free. He's very needy,
The
and
dog.
like
The
yeah,
dog.
this is my puppy.
Yeah. Adorable.
So so you know I got to work so that Ollie can maintain his lifestyle.
All about-
I love
That's
it.
what it's for. That's what it's all for. That's why I'm going to this preview eventually.
Oh my God. Hey, Caitlin, what are the people saying online?
Oh,
Yes,
gosh.
we got a lot of questions. Alexandra would like to know, how do you keep yourself so positive and upbeat like all the time?
That is true. It is,
I mean-
it's true. You have a great attitude.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think gratitude, and I think just like being a real person and knowing that it's actually not all the time. Like yesterday, I actually kind of had like a kind of bummer kind of day,
Yeah.
but you rally, and like at the end of the day, even if I'm like really stressed out about things, I just think about the fact that like everything that's stressing me out right now are things that I wanted.
Yeah.
Like in high school, I'd be like, man, I really wish I could be
Yeah.
in New York being a working actress.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you get it, and then you're just like, you got to stay grateful and grounded. And
Yep.
yeah, I guess that's how.
I love it.
Love it. Good answer. Good answer.
Thanks.
Abby would like to know, how do you keep your body and mind healthy during constantly demanding show schedules?
I'm obsessed with the gym. So like that is a non-negotiable for me. So like, for example, today it's spinning and yoga. But I have to stay very active, and I'm, you know, pretty rigorous about my diet. I mean, I still like the wine happens and whatnot, but like just making good choices and making like sustainable choices. Yeah.
How do you deal with, like, I just, on the way into the studio to come interview you, somebody had put out a bunch of candy in the office. There was a big pile of, like, and I grabbed some peanut M&Ms.
Oh.
So does that, and I know schmackaries is like a thing.
Schmackaries is
in
a
the theater
thing.
world. So how do you deal with people who put
The
food out
treats?
that shouldn't at the workplace?
Honestly, how I deal with it is that I only buy like healthy food at home. So except for there has to be one constant giant jar of Nutella.
Ooh.
But other than that, it's like healthy
Nutella
stuff.
is so much better with the accent, by
Yeah.
the way. Nutella.
Yeah.
Nutella.
That's how you say it.
Nutella.
That's how
No, I love
Nutella.
Villafañe.
Exactly. Nutella, Villafañe. It's the same word. Yeah, so I typically, I only have treats like when they're
You don't treat it at home.
given to me.
I don't either. I don't
Like
either.
someone my dresser brought chocolate the other day because she was like, there was like a little mishap that happened backstage, and she's like, I just wanted to bring you these because like I'm so sorry for what happened the other day. I was like, girl, you did not have to do that. A and B, thank you. And I literally had an entire bar of chocolate from the Lortel here right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Treat
that's
yourself.
because I forgot to have lunch.
So you do that.
Yeah.
You do it. Okay.
Yeah.
She's not perfect.
Treat yourself.
Or maybe that is perfect.
Balance,
Maybe that
balance,
is perfect.
portion. Like if I had 2 eggs in the morning and then I went to the gym for 3 hours,
It's just,
so I can have
yeah,
chocolate.
spinning and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Balance.
And I have the show tonight. And we have like a thing, an event afterwards with like the MCC people, and so there's gonna be like wine and like
Right.
little hors
Is
d'oeuvres.
the show
and stuff.
physical?
For me, yes. I mean,
Not
not,
like on your feet.
comparative.
Not like on your feet.
comparative. Compared to on your feet, I'm like hanging out. But it's, but I do have a lot of changes, and my character just requires a lot of energy and to carry an accent for. I mean, it's only 93 minutes, which is also very different.
What's your accent?
I play like a Dominican from Washington Heights.
Nice. That
So-
sounds like what?
Well, you'll just have to pay for that, won't you, Paul? You're gonna have to come see the show.
Sure. Okay, sure.
I love
That's
it.
called sales.
I'll be there.
No, it's a fun one. But do you know? Okay, my best friend from On Your Feet, she was my understudy, Linevi.
Uh-huh.
I kind of modeled my character
Oh,
after her, so
Okay,
it's
fun.
really fun.
Does she
because-
know that?
No,
No,
but she's
she
coming to see the show
does.
tomorrow, so
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
okay.
Yeah. So, but it's just very like a lot of like this and like the O's, like all the O's have to be like very pronounced, and so like everything that, and then for some reason my hands go crazy when I do it.
Love it.
And my head, like I started realizing in rehearsal, Dana Zelania at one point was like, is the head a choice or is that just happening? And I'm like, I think it's just happening. I don't know how to control it. And then everything I say, I like leave my mouth open afterwards. Like there's one part where I'm like, the line is, okay, everybody else go ahead and try it. And I say, okay, everybody else go ahead and try it. And I like look at that. So it's like things like that. So it's really fun. It's very different.
Is your mom going to get to meet Dana Delaney?
Oh, my mom already did.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
kidding me?
Okay.
She was not going to miss that rehearsal process. No, because my mom, oh God, she's actually coming to opening as well. But I made the decision, a really smart decision, to move into a new apartment at the same time of all of this. So I moved in and got the keys the day before our first rehearsal. So every day I'm like checking, like I've been like backstage and like shopping on Amazon Prime, you know, and like things like that.
Yeah,
and
you're
then like,
multitasking.
multitasking, totally.
A lot of things happening.
So
at
that's
once.
so that's been an interesting thing. So my mom actually came to help me move in toward the beginning of the
Aw.
rehearsal
Yeah.
process, and that's when she met Dana.
Okay.
So it was a moment. Leah really liked my mom as well. Leah was like, "Your mom is smoking." I was like, "Thank you."
I love that.
Yeah, you got to watch out for her. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, let's do one more question. Okay, so how did you and the cast react to getting extended before you even officially opened?
I mean, very positively.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
exciting. It's exciting to have that response just from previews and to have like, I think that people, the audiences are starting to like self-curate. So, you know, sometimes in the beginning it can be so hit or miss and like people just don't get it. It's over their heads or whatever. And this is a very specific play. And we deal with topics and with like who you are versus who the world wants you to be versus who you really are versus who you think you are versus who your friends think you are. And then where you make those decisions to, or how you navigate who you, like, what is the authentic self, right? And then the whole collective rage aspect of it is that there's just so much that humanizes us. And these 5 women are so distinctly different. You know, my character being like the Washington Heights girl who works at Sephora. And then, you know, Dana's character who's this Upper East Side, like, trophy wife. And so, and just a range of characters. And so I think it's really speaking to people because people can come into the theater and recognize themselves in one of the characters and hang on to that. And then each of them has a very specific and very big journey, which in the span of 90 minutes, again, takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But there's an emotional range and just, it's very funny. So it's really satisfying and exciting that we already got extended and opening is in what, 10 days? Like
Yeah, you
8
open on
days?
the
7
12th.
yeah.
Yeah.
We open on the 12th. Oh
You
my
got all your
God.
lines down? You're good to go?
Yes,
Okay.
thankfully.
Good to go. The accent,
Thankfully.
the choreography, the
Oh, I
next
have to like
choreography.
I have to like mark down where I breathe because my character speaks really fast. And so so that's been an interesting thing as well. So it's all like singing basically. But it's fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Everyone, go see Anna Villafañe, Collective Rage, a play in 5 Betties, and it's at the Lucille Hotel.
At the Lucille Hotel on
Theater on
Christopher,
Christopher Street.
Yes.
Classic theater. Classic off-Broadway
And I
theater.
think that it's like being remodeled after us, right? I believe it's
Oh,
one more
really?
show and then
Oh,
it's
wow.
yeah, so it's like a historic little
It-
I had never even been there.
It needs it.
Yeah.
I'm glad. It's a lovely theater, but
I will agree with you.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's like that the charm, the New York
Absolutely.
charm.
In the heart of Christopher Street. MCC Theater, this is a really fun. I'm really excited to see this one.
Thank
This is going to
you.
be great. So it opens on the 12th. Go check it out. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every single day on Facebook. You can listen to all of our interviews in a podcast version by searching #live@5 and hitting that subscribe button. Be sure to tune in tomorrow when we talk to Broadway stars and sisters Jessie and Abby Mueller.